The Greeks were the first Europeans that Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth, ordered to be cleaning up. Why did she order somebody to go up there and clean them up? What happened? Where is it recorded? Well, she woke up one morning and she summoned the bookkeeper and told him to dispatch the scientists to a place in Europe called the Caucasus. Coming to find out, they was living with canines, a small band of throwaway genetic experiments that wasn't all the way perfected. Where we find this at? Remember when Pops was saying the birth defects? What kind of God create birth defects? This is what he's talking about, because it's recorded in the tablet that they had used sulfur instead of carbon to create the genetic experiment. And the ones that didn't meet the standard, they were supposed to burn them in the fire and fire and brimstones of Gehenna. But that's sending them into what they call a soul cycle loop, and they will keep coming back defective. They can't get out of the Earth's atmosphere as an energy flux. In 3D terms, that means they denied the right to ascend. When they returned, the Egyptian hieroglyphs said that Isis was brought a creature from Europe, and when they brought him in, she asked the question, what manner of beast is this? Yakub's grafted devil. It's a war and a competition between two warring Anunnaki family members. Sibling rivalry, one trying to top the other. Enlil heard about the good time Enki was having with the Earth people and got jealous. Where do we know about a God that got jealous? If he was really a God, he wouldn't even be worried about that bitch ass shit. Where do we know the story that we went over earlier of a brother that got jealous? Tahuti say in the Emerald Tablets, Star say, know, man, that life is cycles within cycles. If you interrupt the pattern, you break the cycle. The trick is to learn the lesson to allow you to see when the cycle flips so you can jump out the infinity loop when it turns around so you're not caught on a hamster wheel. In the law of the gods, now he's talking the Galactic Federation law, that when you do something in the free will universe to oppress anybody or to deprive them of their right of free will, then you're going to be subject to the same punishment you inflicted on them. Now, we hear this as it goes around, it comes around, right? And you reap what you sow. You get back what you put out. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And all in the same. Because galactic law has us in this position because of a prior condition. So the Queen of Heaven and Earth want to clean this up. Whose job is it to clean that shit up? The galactic laws say that the custodians of the earth is responsible to restore the earth at the close of the age, no matter who did it. So if it's going to be our job to clean it up, how do you clean up the genetic defect of a human that was deliberately deformed by somebody trying to play God, right? What's the treatment for it? What's the remedy? Because they're going to keep coming back. And if they try to use too much brain power, they're going to shrivel up like Stephen Hawking. So what's the remedy? One drop of Anunnaki blood cleans up all of the birth defects from where you came, because you tied to the earth. The blood types are altered by the frequency of the earth when you traverse to a different location. It's the frequency of the earth is changing the frequency in the DNA. Because we organic to the land, we tied to the earth. We move across the earth. It's just like you changing radio stations on the radio as you move across the country. The earth has to keep you in tune with it in order for you not to fall apart and turn into a big pile of mush on the earth, a genetic soup, right? So earth, you have to be compatible with the earth to a certain degree in order to remain here, or else the earth will start to pull you apart. It's the electromagnetic field that puts the energy at play in a torsion field that gives the illusion of gravity. Gravity is the weak force, but the electromagnetic field holds in position according to the way that the rays of light hit the magnetic field. Geneticist is working with somebody to enforce Yaqub's rule. Now, we know Yaqub is a Black Jew, right? Because the Jews come from Jacob, right? So the Judeans, the Black Judeans, are the children of Jacob. Is Yaqub the supplanter, one who came to replace the original man? Because that's who you are burrowing under. Elijah said when they was enforcing his rule, they was using the police. Wasn't no police over here before they came with their servants that they brought from Mongolia, from Huns, and from what we call today Hindus.